So. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Division B West. I'm Ghost Dunk, and I have with me a special guest host, Eric. How are you doing, Eric?
I am doing all right. How about yourself, Ghost?
I'm doing pretty well. Let's just do the thing where I tell everybody that we're casting, and I think it looks like we'd be ready to go. Okay, yeah, we got one team ready. And let me tell everybody so we get all the people in here that we can.
All your friends? You mean 0?
Yeah, exactly. All 0 viewers in here for this.
Ghost, I'm already in here.
I know, but I know. You're the only one that would agree to do this with me. It's so sad. It's a sad time. Alright, I think I've broadcast this out to the world, and...
Yeah, it's out.
Okay, also let me see if I can post... I cannot post in Streams Lives anymore, and it looks like they're ready. And we're gonna go. Okay, let me switch to the thing here. We are ready to get into this draft here. It is Divine 9 versus Game Freaks. And this is Game Freaks' pick. We're going to Infernal Shrines, and Divine 9 is going to be the first to grab a hero here. So we will see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably see the most common band. Probably most likely Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya, ETC, sometimes Genji.
Yeah, usually Tracer, occasionally. Some people don't really like the high mobility characters. A lot of complaining about them.
Have you seen Tracer in other divisions?
I mean, last night, you guys played them.
I mean, Tracer got played, but have you seen them banned? There's the Genji ban.
I have not actually seen a Tracer band yet. But hey, you never know.
Yeah, and I'm often the first ban. I think with Sonya and ETC being so high priority, I think they usually want to grab one of those. So the very first ban, often not Sonya or ETC.
Yeah, then usually it's an off ban of Genji. Poor Genji, never get to see play.
Oh, I know.
It's fine. Nobody likes him anyway.
Yeah, Genji's got no friends either.
Except Hanzo. Eventually he'll be joining him on the band, green together forever.
That level 7 talent apparently is very strong right now.
I find it kind of broken. There it
is. Oh, the Shimada brothers, first band out.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably see an ETC or Sonya pick up here.
Oh, and a sad face from one of the teams here.
Yeah, I can't see anything. You put me as a spectator. Feels bad, man.
Oh, you can't see draft all? Weird.
No. You've ruined me.
Oh.
You just don't want me to talk to Chris, don't you?
Yeah, he's talking so much smack about you right now.
I knew it. I knew it.
Alright, let's see what they grab here first. We've got, I have to imagine, I don't know about imagine. Sonya would be my guess, but who knows?
Yeah, Sonya or ETC, they're probably two. Or even Diablo. Greymane, I forgot about, and we shouldn't forget about him, but yeah, he also is really strong as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this gives them 2 picks. They can pick up ETC and Sonya here.
Yeah.
Which would be a strong duo.
Yeah, with those
just right off the bat there.
Yeah, with the Dragon Brothers band, I'd have to imagine we'll see the same 5 heroes we see picked in every match.
Yep.
Greymane, Lucio, Sonya, ETC, and who else?
I think those are the main.
Yeah.
Main ones, and then we'll probably see some Lucio. I think you already said Lucio.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's those are like the 4 heroes that seem to be in every single game or in picked or banned, like 100% participation rate.
Yeah. Lucio, in my opinion, is the strongest healer right now, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
That, or if Alex Straza has played right, younger as well. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, and Game Freaks.
Arthas makes sense against the Greymane there.
Yeah. Maybe they're worried about some kind of... They don't want to deal with, like, Illidan. And plus, really good point control.
Yeah, that probably leave him up for another tank as well. I would probably like to see a Diablo from them. That would be kind of really good to see.
Yeah, especially with the Lucio.
Mm-hmm.
Very
So
strong.
that way they don't take it, and Divine 9 doesn't take the Diablo and smash Lucio in 2 walls. So. So I really hope I get to see a Kerrigan, because Kerrigan's always really fun to see, and fun to watch. So I really hope we see Kerrigan pick up.
Yeah. So Divine Nine running out their time clock here, really focusing on what they want to grab. Probably plotting out the next round of bans. This is going to be the Gul'dan Stukov, so a lot of AoE potential here. Stukov able to interrupt people trying to push onto their team.
Yeah, and Gul'dan be able to steal some of those skulls if needed, along with that Greymane cocktail. And it also depends what level 1 Stukov goes, can bring a lot of interruption with the silence.
Yeah.
So
You can make that thing huge.
And super obnoxious.
Yeah, exactly. Second ban coming out here on the side of Game Freaks. I have to imagine they're thinking about a healer, but there's certainly other ways that they can go. They already grabbed the Stukov.
I would think about banning a tank here.
Yeah,
they don't have any tank going on here. I would think about banning either, if they're not taking Diablo himself, I would ban Diablo just for the map in general. Super strong on the map.
Yeah, although they do get to pick next, so really whatever tank they want.
Yeah, whatever tank they're probably not going to take here.
Yeah, VTC, I'm not surprised. And if Divine 9 is on the same page that we are on there, we'll ban the Diablo out here, I have to imagine.
Either ban it, have that, because they have to ban it, or else they would themselves be the fearsome Diablo.
Yeah. APOC can be pretty strong if you have a good way to initiate it. Arthas Root, strong way to initiate it.
Automatically, they're already down 2 mobilities with Gul'dan and Stukov. Yeah. So no mobility. Looking at the ban of the Vala here, well, that's high damage. They don't have a really good damage either right now. Yeah. So not a bad ban, but
with Lucio's speed boost, she gets a little bit more slippery as well. Really thinking about it, using the rest of their time, make sure that they are all on the same page. And we're going to see how Game Freaks wants to put their plan into action.
Yeah, Arthas really needs help at initiation with Lucio, helps with that, but then also Diablo flip into an Arthas route, just it's insta-dead. Someone should be right there. And Stukov can't really save someone because he has to be right next to them, and if he is, he'll probably die too.
Yeah, Arthas' main form of engage usually speed.
Super speed.
Yeah.
The only disengage of the right. Oh, they have 2 good disengages actually on Gul'dan and Stukov, which is actually the swipe and fear. If fear is picking up, I hope it is.
Yeah, I've seen swipe and fear used together quite a lot.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they use them wisely. Because those are the 2 main disengage tools here.
Instead of the Diablo we were talking about, they opt for the Muradin instead. No slouch himself in engage either, but not quite the positional displacement that Diablo offers.
Yeah, it's also not point and click.
Yeah.
Point and click is just so much easier.
Yeah, absolutely. So Muradin Stormbolt's going to have to be on point for this game, and we bring in the Falstad, going to give them a global flare.
Falstad will not bring enough damage for that, even with an Arthas and Muradin. They would need to pick up another damage dealer here. Maybe a Kerrigan, but at that point, I'm not sure if she will bring enough damage in general.
Yeah, a ton of melee too into a Gul'dan is kind of rough.
Very.
I could, there's plenty of mages on the table. You've got Kael'thas, you've got Jaina. I could even see a Kel'Thuzad to follow up on the Arthas Muradin CC.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we see a Diva. And
there's the Diablo, yeah.
So that explains why they didn't want to ban it in that round. They're willing to let it go through, and they pick it up themselves. Diva, of course, offering very good point control. That bomb definitely makes people scatter and can get you can guarantee a few skeletons on that shrine.
A few, I think you mean the whole shrine, eh?
Yeah. I think with how many in there at once? Maybe like 6, 7.
I don't remember how many are actually there at a time.
Yeah, but yeah,
There's
there it is.
Yeah, follow up. Yeah, we'll find out here how it goes. I actually like Divine Nine's draft a little bit better here. Their main engage is Murden or Lucio Arthas speed up.
Yeah.
But I think Divine Nine has more of the shrine control engage here.
Yeah.
Especially with the Diablo and Diva together.
Yeah.
I would have to probably give it to Divine Nine for draft wise here.
Yeah, Diva and Diablo offer so much displacement. Like when Arthas and Murden try to come in, they can just push them around to where they want them to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate. They both have equal amount of wave clear. At the beginning, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. Divine Nine does have better wave clear at the beginning.
Yeah.
Than just the Kael'thas there.
Yeah, I think
Kael'thas is their main wave clear, at least until 7 with False Stab.
Yeah, I think for Game Freaks, their real plan is going to be they're going to have to figure out how to keep everybody in one place while you have to use Murd and Arthas to kind of round everybody up. And once they're there, and if they can keep them in a tight spot, it's going to be a good position for them. All right. We go into the game here, and on the side of Heaven, we have Divine Nine. We've got Jason on the Stukov, Dankstrom on Diablo, Dendy Smasher on the Gul'dan, Judge Bread on the Diva, and Ripley on the Greymane.
All right, and the side of Game Freaks, we do have Sigil on the Murden, Big Wiz on the Kael'thas, Boozy Goozy on Arthas, Lucio on Mayog, and Zombie Chris on that Falstad. Don't disappoint me, Chris.
You know he will. Just kidding, that's our good buddy Chris out there on the battlefield today.
Alright, looks like we might have a Diva solo, probably against an Arthas, I'm assuming. Or they might bring Falstad up there as well.
Yeah, Arthas kind of debating, looking around to see if anybody's going to really try and walk through here. And he's probably going to go up and start monkeying with that Diva.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be no major fight for the side of Divine Nine. Looks like they just want to split into lanes, and they're going to clear out lanes. Looks like they have to get bottom if they want to get soak for Game Freaks. Looks like they're going to do a rotation compared to the 1-2-2 on the side of Divine Nine.
Jason looking for vision in there, finds it, nothing really happening, and looks like they're just going to stay 2-2-1 instead of rotating as a 4-man as Game Freaks has opted to do.
Yeah, looks like Boozy Goozy is actually killing the Diva up top. Not much a Diva can do against the Arthas.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's already really low on that mech. So
yeah, she's
we'll
gonna
see
have
how that goes.
Yeah, Diva solo lanes often involve a lot of feeding, just feeding XP mechs to whoever that solo laner happens to be.
If they were gonna do a 1-2-2, I would rather see that Gul'dan top against that Arthas. Gul'dan can just clear the Arthas and kill the Arthas as well. It looks like Sigil spotted them out trying to do that camp. And yeah.
Yeah, Game Freak's really having a major control over rotations here, winning the top lane for certain, and just kind of forcing people around, forcing Divine Nine to respond to them.
Yeah, definitely. I do really rather have the rotation because it gives you a better advantage when actually looking for vision and for picks as well. I would rather actually see Divine Nine do a rotation considering they have a Diablo and then actually can get a lot of stuns with those walls as well.
Right, we see Game Freaks has a half a level lead over here. I'm not sure how much of that it comes from the Diva mech kill or not, but doing really well controlling the early game here. And look at talents here. Stukov does indeed decide to go with the Growing Infestation here. Devil's Due from Diablo, no surprise. Echoed Corruption. Fusion, Rushdown for Diva, looking to be able to rotate a lot better. And we grab a Greymane camp up here on the side of Divine Nine.
Yeah.
Greymane, of course, going for that cocktail build. Third win for Murden. Mana Addict for Kael'thas.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. It's very nice. And here he's already more than halfway done with those stacks, which is very huge. If he can get those done sooner, he will have a shield for protecting from the Diablo.
Yeah, that's another advantage of that.
Blow up.
Yeah, it's another advantage of that 4-man rotation is getting all those globes. And meanwhile we have Arthas going Frost Prison, so he's going to have to get those stacks later in the game, being forced to solo lane against D.Va, and neither of them really coming down yet. Seichel trying to mess around with this camp, but it's picked up pretty quickly by Divine Nine. They have to back out and clear it later, or just let it push. And you have 2 camps now pushing down here, so they've got a camp really in every lane. So excellent camp control here from Divine Nine as they get onto the point.
Yeah, and there goes the shrine control already. They already have 10 skulls already. With
that is fast. And Seichel pushing in here against the Gul'dan damage. KT grabbing a few of themselves, but they're already halfway done with this shrine.
Arthas is coming on down top. He's trying to get a flank on them. He's on the Stuka. He goes on it. They get a stun on him. And looks like he probably might get out here with that stun. And that
Greymane leaps in looking for the kill against the Lucio. Ooh.
No one dies.
Yeah, nobody does. Quick disengage here from Game Freaks as D.Va finally gets back in, gets her mechs. She has bomb ready as well, so they only need to get a few more skulls before she can just push everybody off the point and win. So it looks like Game Freaks realizes they're going to lose this, so maybe they're just looking for kills at this point.
No, they got that D.Va mech, and then she didn't get the explosion off. No D.Va mech for that. But looks like Divine Nine will get the Punisher anyways. Almost getting the flip on the Lucio there, but the stun.
Yeah, this Punisher jump comes out. They don't manage to get it behind the gate. And I want to wonder how important it is getting that Punisher over the gate now that that other tower no longer exists.
Well, you still have the fort firing on it, but there's the 2 towers. It looks like Seichel taking a lot of damage here, but he's going to get out safely there.
Yeah, he's murdered. He'll be fine. Wow, that Gul'dan damage onto the Arthas really getting him down low, so he has to back off. And this Punisher's going to get a decent amount of damage on the fort. Divine Nine backing away. Falstead, meanwhile, Zombie Chris clearing up top here, getting plenty of experience, so we are even.
Oh, looks like we got a bush here. Gotta be careful. Get this on Lucio. And he actually will get out.
Yeah, Lucio
saves him with a stun.
Nice. Lucio skates or he dies, and he skated there.
Close call.
Alright, meanwhile, Falstead just having a good old time. No one bothering up top, getting those stacks. Let me look at his talents here. Already has 22 seasoned marksman stacks.
Yeah, halfway done. No. And looks like the bottom there looks like they were trying to get the fort there, but they were kind of pushed off there.
Yeah, Muradin throws Stormbolt in there for vision. Finds a Diablo, not really much happening to him, just shaking hands in the mid lane here. Looking at talents, looks like we got Soul Shield for Diablo, makes plenty of sense with having to face down a Kael'thas. Gul'dan going Hunger for Power. Here at 7.
I like that choice a lot.
That is
I personally, that's one of my favorite talent choices. And because Stukov does heal for a lot, 50% less isn't a too huge amount there. And also considering they don't have a huge amount of engage on the right hand side there, except for mostly just Muradin. So he can probably safely poke compared to just not doing it.
A good
silence
and flip onto the Muradin, but flips him into a place where there is no silence, and he's able to jump over it to be just fine. 10's coming out for Game Freaks. Avatar from Muradin, Phoenix, Army of the Dead, Sunbury. Might have guessed no surprises there, but they do have the advantage for a short while, and we'll see what they do with it. They go ahead and grab up their hard camp, and meanwhile, Divine Nine getting this bottom camp kind of for free.
I guess they didn't realize they were there. Maybe they thought they were on their top left their camp. They're hards, and well, I guess they made it wrong there.
Not really able to push or really get a whole lot done with that 10 advantage. So both teams just clearing up the camps. Falstead pushing into this D.Va, not worried about everybody else. Greymane and Stukov on the hards. Is that Shaman camp keeps pushing in, but
Chris better be careful there.
Yeah,
because Greymane can come out any time there.
Yeah.
But he'll be fine. I'm also disappointed in Chris for not going laser. I am sad. No, Gus is still the better choice.
Yeah, no memes today from Zombie Chris. We see the spray does come out there. Ooh, Diablo surrounded by the entire team. Dangstrom getting real low, has to pop the APOC. Fear comes out, might save him. Q comes out, and then the Lucio goes down in the meanwhile while they're trying to get the kill onto Diablo. And it's a great turnaround coming out from Divine Nine.
They'll get a kill on the Gul'dan here, maybe? Oh my.
The hunger for power!
There he goes. No!
Oh, there's that you saw. There's that 15%, and the Gus finally with the disengage. Yes.
Yeah.
Well done with their with the mana addict, but Gul'dan, you know, the extra power kept him alive a little bit longer with the W, but that's that 15% of health that he was missing.
Got him there.
Yeah.
All right.
Game Freak's looking to get an early start on this shrine, but here comes Divine Nine, hoping to get on there as well, and we are even right now. Both teams mostly even as far as ult scope, but we still got Sound Barrier. It was not blown in that last fight as Lucio died early. Sigil getting really down.
Felt like the Sound Barrier popped a little bit early there as the Divine Nine jumps off, or gets off of the shrine there. And that means they're down all their heroics other than Phoenix right now.
Yeah, that Gul'dan puts the poison puts you in a really dangerous situation. You pop the ult now, or do you save it and risk your entire team getting killed?
It is true. Yeah, as long as Greymane doesn't dive in or you don't see Greymane, it's kind of rough. He doesn't have his 13 talent, so he doesn't have an increased range if that's what he's going to go.
Yeah, but the Sound Barrier pushing him off the camp just long enough to be able to grab the Punisher, and they're going to go ahead and push with this mid while Falstad goes bottom to soak and get some more of those sweet, sweet season marksman stacks.
Yeah, he's actually already almost done. Only needs 7 total more stacks, and he'll be all set with that. Some extra attack speed there for him. I'm assuming he will go Giant Killer for that, especially for the Diablo. There it is. Definitely going to chunk the Diablo now, especially with top souls there.
Yeah, we saw a big Punisher jump onto the Gul'dan, but Flailing Swipe comes out to make sure nobody can follow up on it. And Dangstrom looking for a Q onto Muradin. Nothing doing. They're going to go ahead and disengage here, and they really only get a front wall for their troubles.
Yeah. They didn't really push as hard as they probably should have. They did have Gus for disengage. Chris can probably jump in.
Yeah, but they're looking.
Diablo gets caught here, and he looks like the fear comes out.
But doesn't hit the Muradin. Muradin able to body block him in.
The body block
done.
Fear.
Oh, whiff.
Whiff, Sigil. my dear Sigil.
Yeah, but they're able to turn that 13 advantage into a gank over here. Very well done on the side of Game Freaks.
Yeah, that Giant Killer really paying off.
Absolutely.
Actually, without that Giant Killer, I don't think they would actually be able to kill him.
Yeah. We have, looking at the scoreboard here, we have a lot of damage coming out from the Greymane and the Gul'dan. And let's see if, I don't think there's really anything interesting here on 13 besides that Giant Killer, like you pointed out. Pretty much standard all across the board. And they grab that bottom camp as well. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to opt to do the rest of their camps while leaving Divine Nine to clean up their mess.
Yeah, Devastating Charge coming out, probably the more standard now in Diablo with Devastating Charge, just chunking people, just actually one-shotting anybody that walks in his path as soon as he reaches 16.
Yeah.
Especially Murda needs to watch out
big
for that.
stun onto the already hurt Falstad. Falstad eased back, able to back away, and Diablo takes a lot of damage, and it looks like an even trade in damage there.
But with Lucio, be able to heal it much easier than Stukov as of right now.
Yeah, Stukov has a ways to go before he gets extra super boost heals.
Yeah, he's still... Oh, no, he actually has it. Vigorous uptake was actually completed.
Oh,
I'm not
nice.
Sure, I don't remember when. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that when it was completed, but it has been done.
And meanwhile, Arthur's alone here in this camp, and does he know that this gank is incoming? This is probably a dead Arthas. If he can get the flip it, no, he backs off.
Right off the wall.
Oh, in the meantime, here comes the counter engage. He has to pop APOC. It stuns a few people, and the stun fear from the APOC kills the Lucio, making it 1-1. Meanwhile, though, Zombie Chris taking a ton of damage from the Greymane, able to gust up, but not in time as he goes down.
Total of 2 for 1 for the Diablo. I say it's pretty fair enough, and they get the camp.
Okay, and
so definitely pretty worth.
I just saw that we have a host here from Bahamut Gaming. Thank you very much for the big host. We are watching Divine 9 versus Game Freaks. This is a Division B West game. And, yeah, Zombie Krislov is the only other thing you need to know.
Yeah, well, it looks like Divine 9 is going to pick up their camp. Not going to be a whole lot effective considering the Shrine's in top right now. But looks like Divine 9 will also even get a head start on the Shrine, even though Falstad is still down, but he'll be able to fly in here shortly.
Yeah, and we'll see if Falstad can fly in here and make something happen with 16 talent here on the board. Yeah, here comes the fly in, and let's see if Divine 9 wants to disengage or if they want to fight this. They're looking pretty confident.
Looking for against 16s, it's pretty sketchy. Pretty sketchy.
Dankstrom cues in, Will into the backline onto the Falstad, and here comes the sound barrier out. They're all focusing on Diablo. Diablo walks out with those souls, but in the meantime, Diva Mech goes down. They're able to stop Diva from escaping, and there's a kill. Big kill out here from 15-17. The Gambit does not pay off.
Yeah, I would like to see Divide 9 move to a different lane here. Keep one up here and just move to a different lane. See if you can take the last tower in mid, or even take the bottom fort while they're taking that here. Get some extra XP. Yeah, is what I'd like to see them do here.
It was,
yeah.
It was hanging by a thread, but they did let that fort go down. Oh, Gul'dan steps out just a little bit too far. Big stun from the Kael'thas. Big whiz here, getting the big stuns. Murden looking for blood, gets the E out, and there goes Gul'dan. Well done.
Yeah, the Skullcracker got him. All the Skullcracker there. Good job by Seichel there. Yeah, just keep on his target.
Yeah. Alright, let me look at the talents here. We do have Seasoned Marksman is complete. Mana Addict is complete. Arthas still has some stacks to go on his quest. Gul'dan's quest is complete. And as we said before, it looks like Stukov also completed his quest. And Greymane also has his cocktail build complete as well.
Arthas did complete his W quest. I see now. I thought you were talking about this. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I see the Lucio picked up Chase the Base. Personally, I'm a big fan. I don't remember what it's called, but it's where the cooldown reduction after you bounce off a wall. I personally don't think Chase the Base is really worth it compared to the cooldown reduction. But
it only has a halfway done jump onto the Dankstrom. Root goes down to follow up the Punisher jump, but they're not able to get too far enough in to do anything about it.
By stun. Fear goes out though, and Gul'dan will be safe for now until Arthas comes in right there.
Apoc whiffs on everybody, but Gul'dan able to get a ton of healing off of that. Falstad finally flies in. The Gul'dan poison coming out, chunking Arthas way down, and they have to back out. And Lucio heals everybody up as Zombie Crisp with the good gust there to disengage at the right time. They don't quite get the keep, but they also don't die either, and they keep their 18-16 advantage, and they're able to scoot on out. Looks like Diva wanting to make something happen here. Goes in on the Kael'thas. Root goes down to the Diva. Her mech gets blown up instantly. Diva not able to follow up as well, not forcing him to go into the Gul'dan damage.
Yeah, that's just in general a win for Game Freaks there. Just a free XP from the Diva mech.
Mm-hmm. And they're not able to. They're able to chase them all the way back to their wall, but the lack of structure damage means that this front wall is up and protecting them. So they're just going to go here and clear a bottom. And really, it's up to Divine 9 to figure out how they want to make something happen. And it looks like invading the camp is the first point of order.
Yeah, that's Stukov silence. You can't get through it. You have to go around if you really want that camp.
Oh, and they want to blows Phoenix over here. Murden jumps in, tries to make something, but it's just a feint, and he is going to back off. And they don't want any of that noise.
Yeah, just clearing up the camp there. They go mid. It looks like Diva and maybe even the rest of the team is all going to go top. Looks like everyone's going to stick together. Arthas is going to go bottom and get that bottom, and the rest of the team of Game Freaks looks like going to start their camp here.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely they're going to be able to get the 20 before this thing. And oh, here's a bush. Murden's scouting out of that bush. They tried a party bush in the center there, but nobody was coming, so they decided to move out. Seichel sniffs it out, and they're able to just get that camp and move on.
Yeah, fool me twice. Shame on me.
All right, big.
Bullet miss.
Bullet whip. Here comes the fly gust, but the stun. Too much damage goes down to Lucio. Big Wiz is hurting too. Stukov though going down as well. Kael'thas backs out just far enough to start doing a ton of DPS on the entire team. Zombie Crisp, they try to get the kill on him, but he's too nimble, too quick, and he back out.
Oh, Seichel with the dive. Somehow Chris survives that.
And the chase is on for Diva. Dankstrom is back to try and peel off for them. Stuns the Murder against the wall, and that's going to be it for the chase there. But
Zombie Chris is gonna have to back, but he's probably got to fly. That could
he does have epic mount, so that makes it much easier to fly right back, especially with the cooldown reduction on it as well. So super nice there.
Yeah.
Looks like we actually have Master of Flames coming out for Kael'thas.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Ooh, big root
so
onto the D.Va, but she's in her mech.
Usually you would see the increased range on his Q, but
yeah,
I guess they feel like they're spreading, or they're sticking together enough, and well, feel like they can get value out of it. We'll find out.
Yeah, that fly gust could have been bad news, but looks like Game Freaks hit 20 just at the right point. And they're able to really expertly turn that fight around.
Definitely. I was really worried there. I'm like, gusted right into the corruption, gusting right into everything. Putting Diablo in your backline and Graham in your backline, not usually the best idea, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, I was not able to see if Kael'thas had his mana addict up, but I have to imagine that the reason they didn't chase Kael'thas because they were expecting that, and they were expecting him to use it to not get the kill.
Yeah. I'm still surprised that Chris somehow survived all that, but
yeah.
Hey.
And it looks like we have 4 people pushing up. They're going to try and grab this wall while Arthas gets on the point. And looks
top
like
lane.
Yeah.
Top lane. Look to see if they can actually get a front wall or maybe even a keep here. But looks like they're actually going to opt on and back because they see him right there. They already beat him in the race here.
Yeah.
D.Va's going in the zone in. They did get the front wall for free. So
yeah,
Arthas looks like we'll finish up here.
Yeah, Divine 9 trying to get them to back and defend keep, but they realized it was an empty threat, and they grabbed the front wall and exchanged for nothing.
Yeah, that should be a keep right here, unless they can bait it over to their other keep over there and get the other walls firing at it. So, other than that, this should be a keep for Game Freaks.
Yeah, see Judge Brett and Dankstrom looking to get in position for the Punisher pull here. There it goes. Punisher jumps onto Diablo. Root comes out.
Yeah,
on Diablo, getting just absolutely destroyed. The D.Va bomb, not the direction I think that they wanted to go in.
Yeah, D.Va in the backline right here. Oh, Fear goes out, hits no one.
Yeah, and Gul'dan's goes down as a result, and things are looking really, really grim here for Divine 9. This is most likely game for Game Freaks here with a 50% Punisher pushing onto an open core with only 3 people to defend.
Definitely. Yeah. Some type of miracle happens, but I think this is definitely a game for the side of Game Freaks.
Yeah, this core is going to absolutely get melted here.
Yeah, well played by both sides.
Yeah.
But turns out that team fighters actually did it. Good plays overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Zombie Chris making the big decision to do the gust fly in there pays off in the end, as that is the fight is what really turned things around for them in the end. Okay, the next map we're going to be going to is Battlefield of Eternity.
Excited. One of my favorite maps.
Absolutely. Okay.
I'm also seeing if I'm not sure if Hans will be banned out again because
I
feel like is one of the better racers on that. But we'll see.
Yeah, I have to imagine he might be banned out for the exact same reason that he was banned out from Infernal Shrines. All right. Okay, as we create the game here. Just have to invite everyone. Okay, let's see if I can remember who these teams are. Somehow you got kicked out of the lobby.
Yeah, here, if you want to see if you can invite me.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is, yeah. It was Seachel, Big Wiz, Buguzi.
Yeah.
Seachel, Chris, Buguzi, Big Wiz. And...
I think it was Mayog.
Yeah,
Wait,
Mayog was their support. Yep, Mayog was there in their support. Yep, that's right. Ribley's on there. Zombie Chris and swap Ribley and Zombie Chris together, right?
Yeah. Let's see if it's correct.
Am I correct? Is it correct? Oh, make me referee so I can actually see the chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought I made Dank banner already. Okay, now let's get a ready check here. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, we got a 1 sec here.
Instant nope.
Yeah. Team's taking a little bit of a pause here to regroup, discuss future tactics.
I still miss my Pringles.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. We had a very tragic Pringles loss today.
They're all in my garbage.
They were on the floor, and then they were in the garbage.
Actually, they dumped all into the garbage because they fell over all into my garbage, so there's no cleanup required.
I'll say, that saved you a bunch of time then. That's excellent.
But it lost a whole bunch of Pringles.
I mean, it sucks because they're like, what, like $5 a can?
Really? No, that's
I'm
expensive.
I'm just kidding.
What kind of world do you live in?
A world where Pringles are at a premium. It's it's a hellscape.
I'll give you 5 Pringles for it. Excuse me?
Yeah. Do you got Cheezums? I only accept Cheezums. It's the only Pringles flavor I could think of.
It's gonna be the new currency, just like Bitcoin, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Flavors.
Pringles cryptocurrency, I think, is the wave of the future. All right, also let me update the score here. Bing. I really should add the... I'll do it later. All right, okay, we have gladiators ready.
This isn't the gladiator thing.
Sure it is. This is it's a literal arena.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Okay, contestants ready. We're going to go right into Battlefield of Eternity.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Okay, and this is the map pick of Divine 9. So Game Freaks won on their map, and let's see if Divine 9 can come back and win on theirs.
All right. Game Freak's looking at the ban the Vala right away.
Immediately, no thought, instant block.
I'm assuming then they're going to ban out either Greymane or Genji or even Hanzo. It'll be all good bans here for the side of Divine 9 if they're not looking to just give them one of them away. Or they can do an off ban and see if they can get one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Hanzo.
There's the Hanzo. So now what you can do, you can either take the risk and get the Genji, not as good as race, or you can get the team fight with it as well.
Yeah.
So they're still thinking about it though.
Very true. I know a lot of teams also, they just like to count this clock down. I have been an advocate for a while. I don't know what you think about this, but I really wish they had time banking on these things.
I agree. It's the 60-second bank you can pull from. Or
like
30-second bank.
If you like pick now, like you can add 15 seconds to your bank, you know?
Oh, that's gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying now.
Because it seems kind of silly to be like, okay, well we know what we want to pick, but let's sit here and think.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let's see what they go here for the first. The 2 big racers picked out. I have to imagine, yeah, Greymane.
There's the Greymane. Yep. The last one of the better racers there. They can still pick up other racers here. They're still very available. One of the slower ones, but still really good, is Lunara. But we'll find out here if they want to pick it. I wouldn't first pick it, however, but
yeah,
still very much an option.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot less Lunara on Battlefield of Eternity these days. I'm seeing more Artanis, but I don't know at this level of play if that's going to happen here. No, we have Li Ming, ETC Li Ming, very popular to poke down the Immortal from far away, and we'll see how that works.
I like that combo together just automatically. Either stuns, or if you that way you pick an ETC and you want to go Mosh, Li Ming can't just instantly just get rid of it. Because going Mosh against Li Ming is not taking a talent at all.
Yeah. And the response here, I have to imagine we're going to see Lucio as part of this.
Lucio is just too good, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to give up. One of the best healers, if not the best healer right now.
Yeah, and Divine 9, I think, was the one who banned Genji last game, so I wonder if they're going to grab the Genji here.
Genji and Lucio would be a great pick here. That means that they get their tank banned away from them, but there's a Lucio. I mean, if Muradin's not very high prioritized, I felt like they'd probably pick that lower and maybe even picked up a Genji.
Yeah, Game Freaks, I think, just likes Muradin a lot. It's probably a comfort pick here on the part of Siegel.
Definitely, I can definitely see it. I definitely know Chris definitely plays Diablo. A very good Diablo at that as well.
Yeah, so we
so if they wanted to swap it, I definitely know Chris could definitely do it.
Yeah, and a second tank ban here would not be a bad idea. An Anubarak or a Diablo ban here.
Yeah, definitely can see that. I would still really like to see a Diablo on the side of Game Freaks.
Yeah.
To be honest, and then a Genji pickup. Or if they want another racer, yeah, Artanis would have been a great pickup as well.
Yeah, so they ban out the Artanis. They don't want him as their bruiser. And then I have to imagine that they're going to pick up whatever they don't ban here.
Mm-hmm.
Although if you ban somebody like if they do opt for the Genji or the Diablo, I feel like a Nubarak would actually be really good on the side of Divine 9.
Oh yeah, they definitely pick up a Genji. Yeah, that would have been a great pickup. Just wrap the Dragon Blade, and well, that's it for it.
Yeah.
Their best really to get it out is Lucio, and his auto attack takes a little bit. So.
Really thinking about this ban here from Game Freaks. Right into the Malthael here, so.
You know, I forgot about Malthael in the racing about.
Yeah.
Still a very good racer, and he's also a really good team fighter, especially if they did the Game Freaks decided to go 2 tanks.
Yeah, so both teams using all of their bans on some very specific racers here. Leaving pretty much only Greymane here, although Li Ming is no slouch herself if she talents in a certain way.
It's a Q build.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think Q builds are the only map that you can pick out is this one.
Yeah.
But even then, like, you're missing a lot of damage out of your Q, and if they keep dodging it, especially with Lucio, it's just gonna be so much harder to hit. Calamity is just so much easier to hit and more reliable.
Yeah. What do you feel about Cannoneer on 13?
Cannoneer can definitely work if you don't feel like you need the extra range. However, you do lose that extra reset on your E if you do get chunked 20% of your health, which can definitely save you in ways, especially with a Greymane. 1 or 2 auto attacks just instantly 20% of your max health is gone.
Or even go for the throat. And Zul'jin, I don't know how he is on the race. Actually, I've never really worked with him.
I think he's okay. I don't think he's horrible, but I don't think he's the best because he doesn't really have any talents. His auto attacks baseline aren't that good.
Yeah, I feel like Zul'jin. That's something I should math out to see how well he does.
Yeah, he does okay, but yeah, also Sony picking up. She's pretty good on this map. Usually not really dedicated. There is a solo lane, but doesn't last too long on this map. So, well, actually, since they did increase the time, so she definitely can take the camp right away at the beginning and set someone up or bottom, depending on which the solo lane is, and take the camp that they need before it is now.
Yeah, and given that Game Freaks banned Malthael, I'm very surprised that the Muradin was not a Sonya pickup.
Yeah, that's true. Sonya would have been also really good. Again, it might be more of just a combo pick on it on Siegel there.
Yeah, looking not to get it banned out. And Thrall. And again, there's the Genji. Yeah.
Thrall is definitely an interesting pickup here.
I have not seen a Thrall in a competitive game in a long time.
I don't know how he fares against Sonya. I know he can do well, but I don't know if he wins the lane.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just a Greymane solo lane and Thrall's going to do a Crash Lightning build here.
That's definitely possible. Definitely possible that you can do.
Yeah.
But the last pick here, they do need a support still. I haven't also seen many new Malfurions, and
there it is.
There it is. They do have 2.5 melee there on the side of Game Freaks. So it definitely could work with the W there with the new healing. I guess we'll find out how it is and see how it goes.
Yeah, Malfurion's 13 is a little more complicated though. Icebox still very good, but you do have to give up some powerful talents to get it.
Oh yeah, especially the slow. The slow will help your heal immensely, but with the die that they had with Genji and Greymane, he's definitely gonna need that Icebox.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we go into the match here. With the Zul'jin having his Zul'jin and Sonya and ETC all have their own, and Li Ming if they start getting kills, they all have their own self-sustain. So Malfurion, a pretty good healer for their side.
Not bad at all. But we'll have to find out how it goes and see if they can deal with the burst and actually the CC that they bring.
And between Lucio's speed, if Thrall goes Earthquake here, the entire team is just moving around like at 2 or 3 times the speed of the other team.
Yeah, definitely can see it. I know Genji is one of Chris's favorite heroes, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, all right. Over here on the side of heaven, we have Divine 9. We've got Jason on the Malfurion, Dankstrom on the ETC, Dendy Smasher on the Li Ming, Ripley playing Zul'jin, and Judge Bread bringing it home with the Sonya.
Yeah, and then on the side of here of Game Freaks, we do have Mayog playing the Lucio, Sichel on that Muradin, Big Wiz on the Greymane, Boozy Goozy on the Thrall, and Zombie Chris on his Genji.
And I saw Genji jump over the wall there. I believe that's out of bounds and room for a disqualification there by Zombie Chris.
Yeah, well, that's it.
It's
Sorry,
unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate this game is over, but we're gonna let it play out.
Oh, let's say I saw that they released the horses, and they do have the Kappa Pride horse, and Chris is riding that Kappa Pride horse.
So I'm very glad to see Chris representing his community. And we see we're gonna have Thrall and Sonya in the solo lane, just like old times.
Yeah,
Thrall and Sonya trying to.
Oh, do we need a pot?
I am absolutely certain we do because that Thrall started going bottom.
Best Thrall is best Thrall.
All right.
Yeah, I guess he did go Echo Elements, so he's obviously looking to kill those minions instead. With that, instead of Crash Lightning, obviously, kind of because he's in the solo lane, can't really get those Crash Lightning stacks.
Yeah.
However, if he did choose that, he definitely can get them when he's actually against the mortals there. But still pretty difficult.
Okay, it looks like they're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, does AG mean all good?
Does AG? I have no idea. All good? Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Okay. All right, let me switch the scene here.
All right, bottom lane, nothing. Sichel getting caught right there. Gets hit by an orb. No slide. They have no slide. He must have used it earlier.
Yeah.
Top lane, pretty even so far. Nothing too interesting happening up there.
Yeah. As Caterpillar said, the best way to stack Crash Lightning is to go Echo of Elements. So. Oh, big slide there. Honda Sichel, yeah. Not able to interrupt the jump with the face melt, that's what it's called. And Murd gets that just fine.
Yeah, also, what I was going to say, we also have Force Armor coming from Li Ming. They don't have many, actually, spell going on, except for Greymane Q. It's actually going out there.
Yeah, I think they're maybe worried about the Thrall, but, you know, really the follow-through. If he goes that build. But I don't know what build Thralls go anymore.
I have no idea. I unfortunately don't play Thrall all that often, if much at all. Yeah, so just a bunch of poking top lane. Looks like Thrall is doing pretty well against the Sonya there, obviously, but they're just healing right back up when that's those minions there.
Yeah, there's only time, but Thrall could actually take a lot of damage here, but he's probably going to be able to get some Frostwolf procs here as soon as this next wave comes in. Only 4 stacks. Echo the Elements, not the easiest thing to stack.
Against the Sonya especially, yeah. You have to get right up there, you have to make sure you can auto-attack him and get him down to low health, just like Taste for Blood. But when Sonya's in there, you can't just walk up into it, because you'll get a spear to the face.
Yeah, I do notice she is spinning a lot less. Oh, here comes Zombie Chris for the big Sonya gank. Thrall baiting her out. Here comes the Genji. Let's see if he can do it. He spins to win.
Fortunately not. Zombie Chris takes a shot for popping his W way too early.
That is minus 50 DKP for Zombie Chris. And Thrall taps and it's back to the lane. Meanwhile, we have Malfurion and Zul'jin grabbing that camp up there, and they're the first on the camp.
Chris
Genji
is going to start it, but by himself, he cannot do that by himself. He will
please,
die.
please let me
die.
see it.
Please die. No. He wastes his tap there doing it.
Yeah. So Sonya basically wins, more or less wins the lane, but no structure damage at all.
Yeah.
On either side.
Before it gets there, it seems.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, looks like the side of Game Freaks, they're being really slow on that camp. At that point, I would just gave it up, clear bottom, and move on to the Immortal. And looks like also Li Ming going for a Q build, going for Charge Blast. Very interesting. I mean, I do like that choice, but if you can get a reset, you just go off with that dominance. As really gets stuffed by that Immortal there. They're very much ahead.
Yeah, and another surprise for me for Malfurion, not going for the Celestial Attunement. Thrall doing a ton of damage. Genji coming off to help finish off. Muradin finally gets the last hit onto the Sonya, and
definitely.
they switch places, and looks like Game Freak's going to be able to defend for a little bit here at least.
Yeah.
Although they still have a full health Immortal. Yeah, Greyman goes back to take care of that.
Oh,
big root onto the ETC. Root. Wow. They found Dangstrom waiting in that bush there and just executed the cow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Muradin anchoring up, trying to stop them from pushing in.
Yeah, Chris getting some side soak without actually showing. Very good job by Chris there. Top actually taking some damage from that camp that they got pretty late, but it's actually paying off at this point. Got a lot of structural damage on that. As they zone him out, as Greymane works on that Immortal, Cietra's going to block all the shots from Li Ming there, because Cietra can take it and just heal right back up. As Chris gets in here, gets into the thick of things. Chris taking an orb to the face there.
Yeah,
but it looks like they came back and got it.
Getting work done here on the Greymane.
Yeah, great job zoning.
Dangstrom goes in, he wants to fight here over these orbs here. Big orb comes out, doesn't hit anybody, and they're able to back out. Lucio speeds everybody out. ETC slide onto Thrall, though. Thrall able to E out, and the orb misses Genji, and the Immortal goes on to do what he does best.
Yeah, it won't be do that much, even if it's left by itself. I'll probably take some of the fort here. But looks like they're going to decide to push with it. Back at the soul lane, they're just hanging out, kissing each other, the usual.
Yeah. The only push here on the side of Game Freaks really coming from Greymane, and Greymane not really able to step up that much with a Li Ming and a Zul'jin on the other side of that fence there. Yeah. And down goes the Immortal. Greymane jumps in, nothing doing.
Poke damage there. They get really much. That's pretty much all you can really get with that Immortal there with the push. So it's really much to get some of the very little of the fort, and then some of the towers at the front there.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a big rotation up here onto this Thrall. Looks like they might try to get this wall up here.
It looks like Boozy actually might see it.
He doesn't see it quite in time, but he's stunned out just at his gate, and there's no real follow-up. ETC taking a ton of damage on those towers. Those towers hurt now. And the counter rotation up here from Game Freaks looking to stop them at this camp. ETC looking real low, but Malfurion able to get it back up, at least with healing over time. Double root goes out from the Thrall.
Sony taking a lot of damage, knocking back, trying to get so that they can get the camps.
But Cecil chunked out there from the Li Ming and goes down. Zombie Crisp looking for some kind of flank, but not really able to get any purchase. Everybody looking too full, and Cecil goes down in an excellent camp steal there from Divine 9.
Yeah, not bad at all. As Greymane and looks like Li Ming just do a dance together here.
Yeah, there's like a little ring around the rosy here. Meanwhile, they're pushing with this camp.
Chris gets rooted, but pops his deflect because that's what Genjis do.
Protected, by the way, as the front wall here goes down. And don't know if they're going to be looking for... No, they're just killing to kill that wall for vision, but Sonya decides that to fuck that wall in particular.
Yeah.
So, there we are.
Yeah. Mortal's going to spawn here. I still feel like we'll see how it goes here.
Yeah, both teams equally experienced here at the moment.
Yeah, very good soak by both teams here. I would like to see someone just sit in lane here while they while they defend that Immortal. Have either Greymane or Chris just sit in lane. Well, they actually just soak the lane and get 10, get an advantage.
Yeah, Muradin anchors top here as they defend. Thrall goes down here to start on their Immortal. And meanwhile, Sonya grabs the camp for Divine 9. As Greymane starts getting a bunch of damage onto this Immortal. He jumps in, but ETC is in here looking to punish anybody that sticks around, and everybody clears out just in time.
It also looks like Li Ming did go as it is going Seeker build. So we'll see how that goes. I wonder if she's going to go Fireflies at level
I would
16.
I would hope so.
Fireflies would be nice.
I mean, especially if she goes Cannoneer, Fireflies is just a huge DPS increase.
Root on the Sonya and bottom. Oh, she's getting really low. But she just gets out.
200 health.
Collapse. Looks like Greymane.
Oh, the 10 comes out just in time, but Greymane goes down before they can grab their 10s. Excellent move here on the side of Divine 9.
Very good collapse.
Ooh, the Genji. Chris, the Sonya whiffs the spear onto the Genji, and Genji gets the Sonya kill for free. Excellent play there.
Typical Genji.
Yep. Just, I'm behind you now. Okay, we ETC going Mosh Pit, Ling Ming of course going Wave of Force. No real surprises here. Taz Dingle from Zul'jin, although he did not go the Mage Jin build in the first place. Greymane going for Cursed Bullet. Everything else pretty standard across the board. We don't see the Earthquake as before, which is fine. Sundering is a really great ult. Could be a game changer, especially to separate people for Dragon Blade, I imagine.
Definitely, yeah. One thing that Game Freaks do is have to watch out, especially with Chris going in, and he has to wait for that Twilight Dream to go out. Otherwise, he will die as he goes in.
ETC getting rooted there, but he's able to face melt away. Meanwhile, Zombie Chris poking on the side here on the Li Ming, but everything's be fine. Seichel looking on the stun on the Malfurion. Great Curse Bolt comes out.
Dream! Mosh Pit 5, man, Mosh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Amazing. Lucio tries to sound Bay Area to escape to try and save it, but an incredible engage here. Counter on that thought. They thought they had a big stun in Malfurion, but Malfurion just hits R and the Game Freaks go down.
Yeah. They do have their main damage dealers on the bottom here, so they might be able to take this down a little bit quicker. And everyone up should be up here to defend this Immortal. Sonya's top clearing that camp, so it doesn't do any more damage. She'll probably join them down there shortly.
Yeah. True, but yeah, one of Game Freak's biggest weaknesses, they've got outside of Cocktail, they don't have a huge amount of defense.
They also have only 2 interrupts for Mosh Pit, and that's stun from Muradin, and then you have Earthquake, or not Earthquake.
Sundering. The bullet comes out, doesn't hit anybody, I don't think.
Yeah, the Repulsion kind of saves them there.
Yeah, Thrall has finally completed his quest, which will, I believe, give him an extra lightning bolt, which is going to be good for him because I believe... Let me look at his breath. He goes Ancestral Wrath, actually, and he goes Mana Tide. So Ancestral Wrath being the new Blood for Blood. No, it consumes 8 stacks.
Yeah.
It just has the same old Blood for Blood one. Oh, big Sundering in the flank!
Li Ming goes down!
Immediately, Jason Malfurion is going to be next, and the whole team is falling apart. Tazdigo comes out to try and get a kill. Thrall does not get out, so Zul'jin able to trade out for at least 1 kill, but that's still 3 for 1. So they really, in effect, trade a fort for that team fight, because Sonya never came down here. So excellent job engaging and getting those kills, realizing that Sonya was never going to come down.
Yeah, but she will most likely even get this fort unless
she's staying too long?
Oh.
It's just there's the Ancient Spear over the wrong way.
Collapse down.
Here comes Zombie Chris, hungry for blood.
There it goes.
As most zombies are. The spray goes down, and Sonya dies.
Is that a basic spray? What is that?
That is a basic spray. That's the reason that Sonya died, I have to imagine. If that was indeed Sonya's spray, if that wasn't Sonya's spray, then that...
If that was Chris, you better step up your spray game.
Yeah, that is ultimate BM.
Yeah. Having the worst spray is just like having a Pleb Horse mount. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, Divine 9 taking the time to get that camp, as they had to rotate up top for that Sonya kill. Maintaining their EXP lead, but it looks like Game Freaks are going to use that kill
for a fort. It looks like Game Freaks will have to back off and try to defend this. They cannot
Seichel immediately backing here. Yeah, everyone Yeah, everyone backs off. Looks like just in time. I don't think they're going to get a whole lot of damage onto this fort unless... Oh, Big Bullet comes out, deterring Zul'jin from getting too much damage on her. And that's actually 25% damage on that fort, so not shabby here.
Not bad, not bad.
And certainly worth half a fort.
They do need to go top and clear that, otherwise that will take that fort top. They should have plenty of time to do that, because Game Freaks is still in bottom here. They will also have to clear that camp, otherwise that will take the keep in bottom. We'll find out here. Looks like they're just hanging out, waiting for them to show.
Yeah, Divine 9 expecting them to go on the offense. Both teams on the defense wondering what's up.
Amp It Up was used to get there, so there is no Amp It Up for another 10 seconds or so.
Looks like, oh, change places. Both teams just decide that now is the time to go on offense, and they like ships passing in the night. Neither team really sees each other.
Root goes on, dribbling, but nothing happens.
Oh, big Sunder to try and get the Zul'jin. Bullet comes down to the Li Ming, but she's got a ton of health from them, Alfurian Q.
Yeah, that's one Machiner down. They only have one left. If they group, there's no way to interrupt it, except especially if they get Sigil in it.
Yeah, and
so
you can
the
see
Game Freaks have to be careful here.
Yeah, you can see Game Freaks definitely positioning. They realize that Mosh could be incoming. Thrall.
Oh,
the roots self-peel.
The roots. Beautiful roots from there from Boozy Goozy. It looks like they have to defend. They got to defend the position. Lucky for Divine 9 there. We will find out here what's going to go happen. We will find out here soon.
Certainly looking to get in their face. Curse bullet chunks are out. Just a little bit of poking damage as both teams do the Battlefield of Eternity dance. Here comes the slide into 2, separates the Murden. The focus on a Murden, and Satchel goes down.
Boozy Goozy, he's going to be next.
And then he can't get out either. Dankson takes a ton of damage, but they're not able to get the counter kill, and Greymane dies.
Down, yeah.
Getting too greedy, trying to get the extra kill. Greymane not realizing the danger that he's in. And that is going to be 3 for nothing. I really think like the side of Game Freaks.
Mosh, but that could be end of the game right here.
That is going to be 5 protected. Protected by the way? Question mark.
No.
Yeah, and that's going to be 5 for nothing. They're going to take this camp. They're going to take the Immortal, and they're going to try and push top and see how far they can get. I have to imagine they absolutely get a keep here. We'll see if they get more.
16 down, yeah, we'll find out here.
Yeah,
that Sigil go moving up too far and then get power slid and then interrupted.
Yeah, I feel like Game Freaks overestimated the survivability of Murden. Possibly did he? And he did not even pop Avatar there. I feel like he felt he was a lot.
Avatar is still down. I think he was rooted. You know, you can still do it.
I don't think he was even stunned. I think he just thought that not that much damage was coming.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Maybe you overestimated it, hey? But Zul'jin does bring a lot. He actually is almost done with his quest. At level, his baseline quest there. And by the way, Leaving did go Cannoneer and Fireflies.
Yeah,
so
absolute,
a lot of damage come out with Q's. Yeah.
Absolute missile build here. We have a big health Immortal pushing onto the keep here. Thrall trying to push out bottom to make sure that 2 keeps are not gotten just from minions. And Thrall comes back in time to defend the core after this keep goes down.
Just goes down, yeah.
Yeah, the great thing about Cuba with Li Ming is that you get a lot of structure damage as well.
A lot of structure damage, yeah. A lot more.
So Thrall looking for the big Sunder here. Sonya kind of recognizing watching the flank here on side of Divine 9, and the Immortal has the shield of the core already gone. Thrall realizes that stuff has to go down right now. Looking for possible engage on here, forcing them all off as the Immortal hits the core.
They had the end game there. All they need to do is move in and end. Actually, it's a bad part of Divine 9 there. So they go vouch for a camp. That was the end game right there.
Yeah, hoping.
Should have won the game.
Yeah, they have all their structures still up, but still, 45% is a good amount. But that just allows the way for Game Freaks to get back into the game. Here we have Zombie Chris hang out in the bush looking for a possible kill, but everybody disengages, and they have plenty of structure to hide behind as Game Freaks clears the camp.
Yeah, this is the fight they needed. They do need to take a fight before actually Divine 9 takes 20. So that way, hopefully, they can catch up and actually get that 20 even before, if possible.
I'm very surprised.
Looks like they.
Yeah, they're looking for Sonya.
Invade.
Yeah, they're looking for Sonya. They go off for the camp instead. I'm very surprised actually that Game Freaks did not go and just kill the fort and fight under there. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they do get this camp steal right here. Power slide misses. It looks like Sonya is going to finally sniff it out here. But looks like they're going to try and see if they can get bottom, maybe camp and then push in bottom here. They do need to see if they can get a kill or two here, and then they can even get a keep wall off this if they wanted to. They're going to opt in to actually get the bottom camp, maybe?
Looks like they're going to bait it out here. Sigil hiding in the bush, Thrall in the sneaky flank. Oh, there goes the stunner onto 3 people, but very little follow-up, and Thrall
Boozy Goozy goes down.
stuck in the back.
Out on Sigil.
But ETC taking a ton of damage in response to that Mosh. Most people missed it, and they're able to get a ton of damage, and ETC has in return.
Big was taking a lot of damage, goes down. Ridley pops his Taz Dingo.
His Taz Dingo, but he dies. Sigil survives the Taz Dingo. Sonya missed the spear, but Sigil's still in a bad spot, and he goes down. Ooh, does not get the W up in time for that orb, and there's the Cannoneer missile damage onto Zombie Chris. Zombie Chris finally gets his E activated, and it is a 3 for 2 in favor of Divine 9.
Yeah, it seems like missile build Li Ming is actually destroying. They do have to clear these off the keep here, or excuse me, the core, or else that will end the game for them.
Yeah, not quite getting the shields down yet, but this is going to be a free halftime show for the side of Divine 9.
Yeah. What needs to be happening? They need to send either Genji or someone just to get some damage on that mortal. Considering Genji can get out really easily if they even try to get it, especially since ETC is down. There's no major interrupts except for roots from Alfarian.
Well, Thrall looking for vision here. It's just Sonya up here, and look, they're going to be able to get on here and defend. Thrall pushing way up.
They need to push up here. They have to push up. And
Muradin way late here. If they push into this Immortal and start a fight, they might be able to win it, but it looks like Game Freak realizes that they back off and start doing damage in their Immortal.
Yeah, they can't win that. They have to do damage to the Immortal here. Looks like Boozy Goozy actually might get caught out here on a stun.
Oh, bullet comes out, whiffs. Sound Barrier comes in at the same time as Thrall, but Boozy Goozy gets completely chunked out. Sonya's chasing him, but Sonya chases him into the rest of their team. Genji trying to get some damage onto the ETC. ETC getting a ton of damage. Greymane comes in, finishes off ETC, but Death Mosh goes out. Zul'jin getting a ton of damage because of it. Ice Block saves on Alfarian for the time being, but the huge Dragon Blade from Zombie Chris finishes him off. Zul'jin looking to Taz Dingo somebody.
Oh, Chris!
Oh, Chris, Sonya comes in. Oh, and the huge heal from the Taz Dingo 20 upgrade. And it's going to be the 20 upgrade that wins. Level 20 value here. Divine 9 takes the game with an amazing Zul'jin play at the end there.
Great Zul'jin play, great Li Ming play. Overall, great job done by Divine 9.
Yeah, but I got to say, fighting 2019,
it worked. They got a couple kills off of it, even with the getting Deathmosh there. But overall, good game from both teams.
Yeah.
But hey, looks like they do come out top on, and they do take their own maps. Both of them take their own maps. 1 point for each team. Good game for both of them.
Yeah. So they tie things up here. Divine 9 and Game Freaks going 1-1. And I'll update the score, not that it's going to be on the screen much longer. So there you are, 1-1. And let's see if we can get some captains in here for an interview.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here.
I'm open for Chris, even though he's not a captain.
Okay, it looks like I can't... I'm gonna just whisper Zombie Chris, because he's the only one I have here.
Yeah, whisper Sigil.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. I'll bring let's go into the... Are you on the NGS Discord?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna jump in the lobby here. Alright, and we wait here for Dankstrom to hop on here. I assume he knows what's up here. That was some really exciting game. It was very well done here.
Yeah, very exciting, very fun to watch.
Yeah, Zul'jin, big value.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hey guys.
How you doing? We were just talking about the amazing amount of value Zul'jin got there in that game.
My team was just asking me to mention it to you guys. So
Yeah, a great play there, especially by the Li Ming. Wasn't actually fully expecting the missile build, so must be very comfortable on the missile build for him.
yeah, a bit. I asked him to try it out one day, and he was pretty pretty hesitant at first, but he played it really well. It's effective, and heck, it won. So that works.
Yeah, one thing I do like about the missile build, especially on this map, is that it gives Li Ming a lot more pushing power onto structures than she normally would have.
Yeah, and specifically on the Immortal race as well. Just if you get into the poke wars or control that zone and poke in, the missile build is just going to be a superior to some of her other ones. It lessens some of her team fight, but if you can zone out correctly for the missile build, I think works really well on the map.
Yeah, and I just have one more question about the draft here on your guys' victory on Battlefield of Eternity. Were you thinking about the Anubarak at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we had mentioned that as one possibility, especially because you guys banned out Genji the first game. Was that just you don't like playing against Genji, or you knew that Game Freaks has a good Genji player, or?
Oh, I have no idea if they had a good Genji player or not. I just don't like playing against him. He's an excellent. He punishes people really well. He's an insanely good ultimate. So I'd just rather not deal with him at times.
Yeah, he almost had you guys there at that last fight there, but you guys were able to pull through there. Definitely 20 talent tier value there.
Yeah. I mean, the other team had to do something because that was a really advantageous immortal position for us. So I think they tried to take the best fight they could into it, and that was their last chance to do it. So
absolutely. Eric, do you have any more questions?
No. Also, just great games by both the teams. Like, perfect. Very fun to watch.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Dankstrom.
Yeah, no problem.
Good games. All right, we are going to talk to Sejal now, the captain of Game Freaks.
Yo, what up?
Hey, how's it going? Excellent set there. Always nice to see, from a casting perspective, it's always nice to see a split there. Very exciting.
Yeah, it's fun. And we really appreciate the cast. It was awesome.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad I was able to get some patrons, some casted games here. Let me refresh myself on what your guys. Oh yeah, my first question is Muradin a more or less a comfort pick for you, or do you just not prefer to say?
So Muradin and ETC are definitely comfort picks. We actually prioritized the Muradin mostly because of Divine Nine's last match where they had Muradin twice. We kind of wanted to choke that out. But it did. I know Dankstrom, and I've seen his ETC before, and we really made a mistake not banning the ETC second ban phase Battle of Eternity, because we really just knew we shouldn't give ETC to Dankstrom.
Oh, right. Come on. You can't give away all my secrets.
That you guys played an excellent game on Infernal Shrines. I have a question. The Hanzo ban, is he highly rated on that map in your guys' opinion?
So we felt he's pretty strong and just a little over-tuned in general right now. Maybe not his best map, but he's not like weak on that map. Kind of the same reason Diablo's good on that map. There's a lot of walls, he can do some bouncing, so pretty solid. His best map is probably Volskaya in our opinion, but Dankstrom's team banned that, and we were actually going to originally pick that. But yeah, and we also saw Divine Nine playing some Hanzo, and so we wanted to make sure we were banning or taking it.
Okay. And speaking of the Diablo, actually, we were considering you guys might grab a Diablo on the second round of both of those games there.
Yeah, and we thought about it. In the second game, we didn't think about it, but on the Infernal Shrines, we definitely thought about going for the Diablo. And really, that just came down to comfort pick. I used to be a support main, and I only recently moved to tank. And Diablo is just not necessarily my strongest at the moment. Okay. And so we decided to just let that go. That we could deal with it.
In that first game, you guys were able to hold the lead through most of the game, but towards the end there, you guys took a really good fight, and that really sort of sealed the deal for you. What were you guys thinking going into the end game there?
Yeah, so going into the end game, we had, I believe Boozy Goozy was split and doing the shrine. Then we pushed while Divine Nine was pushing top, and we just knew we were getting the free Immortal because we were the 20. They pushed top. We said, we don't worry about that. We get front wall, and then we have an Immortal fighting 5v5. Like, this is game-ending situation. Just ignore everything else. Push as far as we can till they back onto that keep, and then get the final Punisher and just move in with it and just follow up off the stuns and stuff. So,
yeah, I actually have one more question for Dankstrom. if he's still here.
Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah. At the end of the Battlefield Eternity game, you guys had the keep and still had like a mortal. Why didn't you guys push in and end the game at that point? I felt like it was at 45%. Yeah, go ahead, Sucho, I guess.
I might jump in here. I think it's because their Sonya was trying to deal with our Thrall that was trying to come in from behind them, and we were going to try and team wipe them. And they did a really good job of zoning that out and forcing us to not be able to actually engage on a fight that we wanted there.
Which is exactly that. So
yeah,
makes sense.
Basically, if we go, like that's a game throw there. We have a Immortal with, I think, at least a third of its shield left going into core. We have 2 heroes that are good at that poke damage. We just put a melee on each flank, keep them out. Like Call was basically just let Immortal do damage, poke where we can. Right. Just don't let them engage on us, because that's where they want to take the fight, is behind the Immortal. So
yeah, makes sense.
I have to say that was a very effective flank coming out from Thrall at the end of the game.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Dangstrom, though. Was that an actual Malf bait, or was Malf just a little bit out of position, and then you just slid in and got that 5-man mosh? Or did you guys actually plan that?
That was not planned.
Okay. Literally, I went in and I'm like, oh my god, fucking baited. Pardon my language.
It was not planned, but
okay.
I appreciate you guys giving me the 5-man mosh and a highlight clip.
Yeah,
So.
And we felt like that was a huge turning point where, I mean, there was just, it was really tough for us to come back after that.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have any more questions for Sucho?
No.
All right, I do have one more question, actually. Why does Zombie Chris always feed so hard?
Because he's a pleb.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Good answer.
Everything makes sense now. Thank you very much. All right, thank you, Sucho. Thanks, Dangstrom. It was a fantastic game. Thank you, Eric, for co-casting with me.
No problem.
All right.
And
thanks for casting, guys. Appreciate it, and good games, man.
Yeah, good games.
All right.
See ya.
See you guys around.
See you around. All right, that was an excellent set there. Once again, Divine 9 Game Freaks going 1-1 tie. This is Division B West. My co-caster has been Eric. Eric, did you have a good time?
Yeah, always a fun time, Ghost. Anytime you want to cast, let me know.
All right.
I will be here with you, sweetie.
I am actually, you got it, Honey Bunny. And this, I will be casting later tonight at 9:45 p.m. Pacific time. 11:45 Central, 12:45 Eastern. So if y'all are night owls, you can stay up. Eric, I don't know if you'll be around for that game.
Well, I mean, maybe. We'll find out.
All right, we'll find out. Tune in to find out if Eric will be back on my cast. Thank you guys very much for watching. We had some great games, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching the stream. And I will see y'all later. Follow me if you want to see more. And let's see if I can figure out how to host people. I want to host somebody else that's playing in the Nexus Gaming series right now. So let's see if I can find somebody. If you want to beat me to the punch, you can click on the Nexus Gaming series community tab there, down at the bottom. And there's going to be a lot of dead air here as I search for this. It looks like I am the only one streaming right now, so I'm not going to host anybody. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you later tonight. Good night and good luck.